So, if you read the tags here, we have Metal Sonic, Sonic the Werehogs, Tails, Dr. Robotnik / Eggman, Words, 72K.
If we get a Tails and Dr. Eggman ship, I'm going to be done with life.
But the thing is, what worries me, it was updated 10 days ago.
Oh, really?
That is worrying. It was updated 10 days ago.
When was
that is worrying.
Oh, it was started on May 1st. Okay, that's...
It published on May 1st.
Chapters in not even a year? That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, here's the problem. Are they actually good? That is the question here.
That's what we're gonna find. Well, that's what we're gonna find out tonight.
Yeah, we're gonna find that out.
I could tell that there's, like, based on the surface, there's some sort of talent here, but it's just suffering from the terrible idea. It's like the opposite of Shattered Feelings. Like, Shattered Feelings is a good idea but terrible execution. This is like good execution but a terrible idea.
This is a bad idea.
Yeah, this is...
This is just bad.
I'm not gonna lie. To be fair, I'm not gonna lie. I would rather have bad idea, good execution versus a good idea versus a bad execution.
I agree.
So are we going to read, or?
I mean, I guess so. Do we want to do introductions, or are we?
I would like to do. See, I would like to do an introduction. I mean,
I'll go last.
Once we got it.
I'll go last.
Okay. I mean, I kind of stole the intro last time.
It's okay. It's okay. You're.
Because again, I'm so used to doing intros, like, so.
Well, I'm not used to doing intros. I never do intros. The most consistent thing about my intros are in my Let's Play, and I always end it with a kiss. And I start off with saying, "Well, hello everyone, welcome back to da 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 da," and sometimes I'll just say this instead of the actual game title.
Yeah, I mean, that's all you need, really. But like, if you don't know how to introduce like this, I can be glad to do the introduction, at least start it off, even though it's your channel. But that's the first I've ever done that. Because with Luca's channel, because
CookiePig back at it again with another fanfiction podcast.
What's
going on, guys? It's Scarce here.
It's your boy Scarce.
Yeah, because on Luca's channel, the reaction or whatever, we do little intros. I mean, mind you, he starts it off first, but I'm kind of like the Raven of the group to an extent of I'll do the intro.
Oh yeah, because Fat Man's videos will go up, but Raymond's the one with the intro.
Exactly. So I see. Well, so in the sense, I am Raymond. I will do the intro.
Well, that's for an entirely different reason, in my opinion. But we're not there. We're not going there.
Yeah, obviously.
Anyway, so we're gonna start recording, or
I've already started recording. Just in case. Just in case we said something funny, and I wanted to keep it in.
Oh,
all right.
Okay.
Well, anyways, hello everyone. Welcome to the podcast with your boy CookiePig, DrPepperJ23, Princess Nebula, or NebulaPro2, and LightDark18.
NebulaPro2. That's great.
I meant pro. Anyway, I swear. Anyways, we are here reading To Fear a Werehog by the Clarity Organism, not orgasm.
The Clarity Orgasm.
Right now, Nebula.
The Clarity Orgasm.
It makes a lot more sense to this fanfic.
The Clarity Orgasm. Please no.
I hope not, because oh dear lord.
There you go. Okay. So yeah, we're reading a Sonic fanfiction.
Yeah.
We're reading
Sonic. Please run away. I mean, don't run away because we want views, but yeah.
We knew this was going to happen. We became you became the very thing you sought to destroy. Anything. Anyway, So today we're reading To Fear a Werehog by the Clarity Organism, Dr. Pepper. And I don't know. This could be really good. This could be a really good Sonic the Werehog and Metal Sonic fanfic.
I hope it's laughably bad. Because we had painfully bad and okay so far. I want laughably
on
bad.
his background noise while you do other stuff.
Okay, so far we had the pretty good Pokemon one. Then we have
you
the
seen
WWE,
that whole thing yet?
And then now we have Sonic. Okay, let's see what we have dive into.
We steadily declined. This is peak. We peaked too early, you guys.
I don't know. I don't know if it could be worse than that wrestling fanfic.
Oh, I can find worse.
I'm proud of that video, by the way, because that's the most editing I've ever done for any of my videos. I'm so proud
speaking of that, while on that topic, oh my goodness, thank you, Raltz, for putting the hug machine in the third right of the corner, because oh my lord, did that make it so much better to just read it? I kid you not.
You just need a hug.
Yeah. It was your idea, and I liked the idea.
It was painful. Oh, how about you? I was the one reading it.
Yeah, you were the one reading it.
But it made it the experience made it so more more enjoyable with the hug machine there, because we're reading this bad fiction while with this little adorable things in the car, like, oh, I have something to look forward to at least. And I love the ending though.
Anyway,
that was worth it.
Anyway, so we're going to. So, all right, I'm gonna start reading with Sonic stood at the edge of the strip mine.
Oh my!
All right. Good lord. Sonic stood at the edge of the strip mine. The sun was bright and bold, signaling high noon. It's high noon. And swarms of robots dug in the sunken ground of Missouri below. It's Mazuri, yeah, but it's not Matsuri, like the Japanese word for festival, but it's Mazu. It's like Mazuri or something like that.
We're in Missouri. We're just in the middle of the United States.
Yeah, Africa. Yeah,
no, I don't think we're in Missouri anymore.
Yeah, in the Sonic. Because in the Sonic the Hedgehog, in the world of Sonic the Hedgehog, Africa is Missouri.
Yeah.
So,
okay, I'm glad we have an interpreter because I don't know much of this deep Sonic lore.
Don't worry. First of all, me and Nebula actually know what we're reading this time. At least I know what I'm reading this time. I know what I'm doing.
Right, so it didn't take Tails to know. It didn't take Tails to know that Eggman was up to no good. And considering Tails was off in Missouri, in Missouri's village, tending to the. Sorry, I can't think. I'm saying Missouri, and I'm thinking of the state.
Oh my God.
Tending to the other important research that Sonic didn't understand a word of. That was a good thing. Sonic wouldn't need Tails for this anyway. Judging by how deep the mine ran, Eggman had been here for a while. After all, the Doctor wasn't exactly subtle about the whole mining operation, and no matter how hot it got out here, there was no way Sonic was going to take this lying down. He jumped down and curled into a spin dash, ricocheting off of a good dozen robots. As the robots fell, Sonic sped over to one and confidently placed a foot on its back. Don't suppose Eggy got a permit for this,
Oh my goodness, Eggy?
He asked, smirking. That's an actual name.
That's something he canonically calls him?
Yes.
Whoa.
Eggy. I never heard Eggy.
I know about Egghead.
He
I've heard
asked, smirking.
Oh my goodness, Ruby, stop. Sorry, my puppies are just eating the carpet, and I'm trying not to interrupt the fanfiction.
A single egg fighter stumbled in front of Sonic, sending a shower of tiny pebbles skidding down the ledge. It jerked backward, emitting a single a single low tone raised an enormous iron mallet above its head. Eggman's voice radiated deep from inside the robot. And I don't suppose you've got a permit for destroying my private... Sonic placed his... Man, Eggman got a little British there. Sonic placed his hand on his hips, pouting at the egg fighter. You expect... Oh, Sonic's voice. You expect me to be polite when you can't even insult me in person? He clicked his tongue disapprovingly. I thought you were better than that, egghead. The egg fighter's only response was to lunge forward and swing the mallet at Sonic. and
I'm
Sonic
scared.
stepped back.
This
The mallet
is
slammed the
actually
ground in front of
good.
him.
So far, this is pretty good. I'm scared.
And your robots are way too slow. That too.
Oh,
The pebbles
you
on
know what
the-
you should have done? No, my goodness, you this person missed the opportunity. It should have been like, your robots are way too slow.
Oh, I
Perfect.
would have. I mean, I should have. I mean, considering that it's italicized, they probably should have. It's probably how it's meant to be read.
Yeah.
But it would. All right. The pebbles on the ground began to tremble. A distant roar like running water began to hum deeper into the mine. It was gradual at first, consistent yet building, louder and louder until a stampede of egg fighters turned the corner, rushing Sonic in a tight phalanx. Whoa.
Oh my.
Phalanx?
Oh my.
Do I have to
Phalanx.
look up that word?
I guess.
What is that word? What does
Yeah, it
that
would be
mean?
nice.
Phalanx.
I don't know. Google it.
That does
Ah,
not
word.
sound like a good word.
First link I get is on Urban Dictionary,
Oh god.
Oh.
which says a seemingly bad speller who was later vindicated.
It's a tight, bad speller.
That doesn't
Okay,
make any
that's
sense.
that's
This is
exactly.
what I'm-
Yeah, it's
mining
probably
term?
trying a different. They might have. That might be. The
Might have
wrong
misspelled
word.
it. I don't know.
I don't know,
Yeah.
but you're mine now, Hedgehog. Sonic rolled his eyes but smiled, getting into a fighting stance. I thought this was your mine. He snickered, licking his lips. God, the Sonic, you have no idea how hard I'm
My
cringing doing the
goodness.
Sonic voice. I hope you're happy.
Oh, I'm very happy. Also, that
Mm.
pun, top tier Sonic right there.
He
Oh,
Leaving
I
a-
just got it.
leaving
Oh my
a
God.
deep smoldering gash in the earth below. Oh, what are we laughing at?
The pun that Sonic made.
Pun in that line. Okay, that's actually legitimately good.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was your mine. I get it. Oh,
Oh.
my
Y'all didn't
goodness.
get it, really? Even the
Oh
guy
my
who
God.
was
I am
reading it
disappointed.
didn't get it.
I had to reread it again. I was like, oh, because it's
Oh, but
two
as
different
a
kinds
pun-
of your.
As a person of puns, I'm disappointed in myself.
Yeah. I'm surprised that I
Okay,
got it first.
This is exactly
It's okay.
as I feared.
It's okay,
it's actually
Doctor.
really well written.
I know.
It's okay, Dr. Pepper. Don't. It's okay, Dr. Pepper. Don't punch yourself over it.
Oh, I won't spin that for that one. Mm.
A bright beam of laser light, sure, tore down from the sky, leaving a deep, smoldering gash in the earth below. Another laser followed the first, and then a third, and more of a great flock as a great flock of egg chasers descended from the sky.
What do egg
Last
chasers look
warning, Hedgehog! Get out of here!
Or else
Sonic
we do it
gasped
the
and mocked.
hard way.
Sonic gasped in mock offense. And leave when the fighting's still good? Never! He grinned at the egg chasers, tauntingly gesturing for them to come closer as he dodged their lasers with ease. He ran. Unless you guys are trying to start a disco, you're doing a terrible job! The ledge narrowed, turning into a thin, jutting trail down the edge of the pit. The egg chasers packed together above, thick enough to block the sunlight. But ahead, the ledge evened out, running flush with the bottom of the mine. A great open pit bare to the sky, coming down into a hollow cone. All right,
Oh, what?
it's hard to figure out what's going on.
I
It's a little hard to figure out what's
Yeah.
going on with that sentence. It was like, wait, okay, so he packed together above, all right, thick enough to block the sunlight, but ahead the ledge evened out. So wait, he's on a ledge? I don't.
See,
is it
this person clearly knows a thing or two about mines. The problem is that most people don't.
Right. That's probably they probably researched it. Which I mean, good on you for doing your research, but
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness, he Googled. He used Google. I'm proud
yeah,
of this.
he
person.
used
Actually,
used
you-
internet.
Brain,
He
or
he
no
actually
judge.
he actually used internet.com. I'm proud.
well
10 out
okay.
of 10.
Here's okay, Dr. Pepper, you said last time that you were like you weren't sure that the author knew anything about WWE or wrestling, but you said that it just seems like they just Googled terms.
Mhm.
But like this, like what are you saying that like they they Googled. They actually looked at the papers that they were looking at. They're not papers.
I'm sorry, say that again?
Virtual papers. I'm confusing myself.
I think you trying to mean that, with the last fanfic, the person, Dr. Pepper, I don't want to put words in his mouth, but he's like, well, if this person doesn't understand the core of what they're writing about from the fanfiction, that's a problem. But it's okay for this fanfic to do research about mining you can set the story in.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, you're right.
Exactly.
This writer
this
clearly knows who Sonic is and is able to really nail his character, in my opinion.
Yeah, he's nailing this. Yeah. See, here's the problem with the last one. This person, he's in character. Sonic's in character. So far, he's in character. Everything's in character. The last one is just a slut, and with other people not in character. That's the problem here. He just Googled like bios and just took that and just translated into their Google Translate.
But I'm still very concerned about the fact that he's getting shipped with Metal Sonic, though.
Like I said, this fanfic is far from over, so let's keep going and see where it ends.
Still ongoing too.
Stop.
All right. Where was I?
I don't remember.
Hollow Cone.
Oh, Hollow Cone.
Oh yeah.
And in the very center, a great steel structure stood with immense spires reaching upward toward the sky. Sonic's smile faded into an unamused frown. The structure was such an eyesore, especially when he knew that there was once nature in its place. Well, at the very least, it would serve his purposes. Sonic ran at the structure, dashing up the outer wall in an extra burst of speed. The egg chasers approached, aiming at him with little success. Sonic jumped up with enough height to grab onto one of them. Beep, boop, boop, beep. Nebula is computing. He glanced over at the remaining ones. Right, so which one of you lucky bots is going to be the one to actually come close to hitting me? That was a little wordy for Sonic, but okay. The two egg chasers swooped down, nearly clanging into each other, then separated as they approached him. Closing in from either side, their lasers tore at the earth, the smell of burning soil rising all around. Sonic jumped as the lasers approached. The laser struck the egg chaser he had held onto instead. He then leaped from egg chaser to egg chaser in a brilliant blur of blue. Lasers followed behind him, but never hit their mark. Nope! Try again! Sorry! If they failed to hit him, as they always did, they would either strike nothing or pierce the armor of one of the egg chasers. Sonic loved the fried of smell. What?
The smell of fried
robot parts.
Fried robot parts?
Yes, Sonic loved the fried of smell robot parts. Yep.
It said love the smell of the fried robot parts.
Sir.
Nebula can't read. Nebula can't read.
Excuse me? You heard me read.
Nebula decided to be dyslexic today, guys. It's fine.
Hey, why aren't
on
you
a fanfiction podcast?
Well, I can't read.
Before they could even pull up Protocol Failed on their processors, there was only one egg chaser that clung to it with a smug smirk and then spin dashed in its back, his quills slicing into its rockets as it plummeted to the ground. Sonic hopped off, standing in front of the structure as he surveyed the damage. Looks like you're the last one, he said as if he didn't already know. And since the other bots didn't even come close, I guess that makes you the lucky one. He covered his eyes, his ears pointing upwards. I'll give you a fighting chance. I won't look. The lone egg chaser stood there looking somewhat sad and pathetic, grounded like a broken airplane. And yet, if the egg chaser itself noticed its condition, it didn't seem to deter it. Instead, it dug its heels into the ground and fired. The laser light beamed forward, tearing through the ground in a single deep rut. Sonic waited for half a second, an agonizingly long time, then dodged. The laser broke through the steel structure, melting a deep hole. Sonic uncovered his eyes and spin dashed confidently through the final egg chaser. He stood proudly on the robot as he threw his hands dramatically up into the air. And that's the game! He chuckled to himself, leaving...
Sorry, I had to.
This sounds like a quote from Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, where JD's like, and that's the game.
Dun, dun, dun.
Insert the Sonic victory jingle here. with the do 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 do.
Oh yeah, that's it right there.
There we go, boys.
Ralph just edit that in later.
Yes.
Edit in the Sonic
like
jingle.
put in the sound clip of that.
Yeah.
Oh jeez.
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't know how to do that yet. I'm gonna figure it out though.
Leaving the scattered robots to themselves as he walked towards the gap. Before he entered, he took one last peek at the damage he had done. His confidence shined brighter than the sun. Hey, that kind of rhymed. Huh, guess none of you were the lucky ones, he hissed while walking inside. The inside of the structure was dim, made even worse by the sudden break from the sun. Smooth steel sheets smothered the floor, dipping down into a large basin at the very front center. Iron beams lined the top, weaving into a lattice of support. And yet, all of this was overpowered by the object in the center, an enormous glass tube made from dark panes. It was impossible to see inside, and it stretched from floor to ceiling, illuminated only by an array of red lights lining the floor. Sonic gazed upwards, unimpressed. I busted into a place for this? What big hunk of whatever in a light show? He asked, gesturing to the offending object. He looked around, any sign of Eggman. Yo, Eggs Benedict! Where the... Oh, that... What?
Eggs Benedict.
I don't think that's canon. I've never heard that before.
I've never heard that one, but, I mean...
That's
kind
a
of
new one,
funny.
actually.
I mean, I guess. Yo, Eggs Benedict! Where's the next one of your lame bots? Don't tell me you've gone over easy on me. I get it.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god. You know,
Easy.
Loki, I'm done with these puns. These are actually quality.
These are actually
puns.
some pretty good. These are actually some pretty good puns.
Oh my
They're-
goodness. Over
they're
easy.
definitely
That was
something
good.
that
Oh my
Sonic
goodness.
would
This pan.
say, Too. He
Bolts between the steel panes begin to shake. Then the panels themselves. Then the entire room. The lights flickered, growing to full intensity, brighter and brighter. Oh my god, like my computer screen. Why the fuck is it doing that? Until they
going
were
on?
nearly... My computer screen is, like, getting brighter, and I don't know why it's doing that.
Oh,
is
it's
it
going with
because you said the
fanfiction.
word
It's-
brighter?
I guess.
It's
Like-
smart fan fictions. That's what
Exactly.
it is.
Where's the... Okay, until they're nearly as bright as the sun outside, then the room went dark. Lights clicked on behind Sonic, illuminating his shadow in a single long streak.
Shadow?
Sonic's ears... No.
I wish.
Sonic's ears perked, but instead of a surprised gasp he gave an amused smile. Boss time already? You spoil me, egghead. He turned. Towering above stood the mechanical monstrosity. A great steel snake, metallic panels wove together
Ooh.
to form the body. Black paint ran across its back, yellow across its stomach, and yet, instead of a head, there was the Eggmobile, and inside of that, Dr. Eggman.
Why would
Behold!
he do that? I mean, this is, you know what? This is what Eggman would do, but why does he do this?
Because
I
he
don't
wants to
know.
show his
Dr.
big fat
Eggman.
titties.
I
He wants to show his
don't
man
know.
titties.
I don't know why he does this. There's literally no reason I can give other than because if Dr. Eggman designed his robots properly, then there would be no boss. Then it would be literally impossible to win the boss fight.
See, I call
Yeah,
shenanigans. 'cause
This
he just-
thing sounds kind of badass. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
It does.
A little metal snake with the Eggmobile right at the display of the head. That's pretty cool.
You're still not oh, here.
Yeah,
Behold my greatest,
greatest
creation,
creation.
the Egg Basilisk.
I got the reference.
You're still not over that naming thing, huh? Sonic asked casually, hand on his hips. So let me guess. Before we fight, you're here and how inevitable my defeat is because of some big plan. That about right? Sonic sat down on the floor, legs crossed, hands resting on the floor. His smirk was as wide as ever. Go on then, Eggface. Amuse me. I'll even pretend like it matters if you want. The Egg Basilisk reared backward. Getting a little ahead of yourselves, aren't we, Hedgehog? You're in that big of a rush to meet your demise.
He's always in a rush. He's Sonic.
Yeah, like...
Excuse me, Sonic Rush was years before this. Excuse me, Sonic Unleashed released after Sonic Rush.
Sonic Unleashed released almost 5 years after Sonic Rush.
Yeah.
Sonic Rush was no, I think it was 2 years actually.
Was it?
It might have been it might have been 2 years.
Yeah, Unleashed was 2008.
Yeah,
Anyways,
Sonic Rush came out in 2006. I remember.
No, well, that was 04.
I don't know.
I think Rush was 04 and Unleashed was 08.
No, Rush was Sonic. No, 04 was.
Is this some way Google it?
No. Sonic. Sonic Rush was 05 because Sonic 06 came out, and then because it had Blades in there. I remember that. Yeah, Sonic Rush was 05.
Yeah,
and
Rush
then
was
Sonic
05,
Adventure,
and
then Sonic Rush Adventure had to be in there between there, didn't it? Because Sonic Adventure.
Unleashed was 08, so they're 3 years apart.
Okay.
Anyways,
right,
continue.
A muffled whirling roar filled the room, emanating from the floor. Good lord. These rhymes, I can't. The lights surrounding the glass tube flashed on and off, flickering faster as the roar grew in intensity. Air hissed through the pipes, lining the tube. Missouri is truly wonderful, isn't it? The air here is so clean. Exactly what my new generator needs to run. It'll last me a long time. That is, until the smog turns the sky black. Then I'll have to find something else. Eggman shrugged. But that won't matter to you. Today will be your last. I'm having fun with this Dr. Eggman voice.
I know, right?
Gosh dang it. With that one paragraph, suddenly I'm super invested in what's going on.
Right. Sonic
Why is it so good? It's
Sonic turned to the glass tube. His mouth dropping open in sight. The amusement drained from his face. We'll see about that, egg face. That's gotta make this place so as gross. Eggman smirked.
We're cutting out a lot now.
Of Missouri. What?
I said we're cutting out a lot. I'm struggling to hear you guys. We might want to try leaving the call.
That might be at your end.
Well, I'm okay.
I can hear you just fine.
Here, I'll leave the call.
We can hear you just
and then jump back in. Okay, I think.
And he's back.
I think we're
cool. Yeah.
Anyway. We also mentioned for the viewers, I do have a heads by just my phone different. That's why.
What?
And Eggman smirked. The geology of Missouri is very unique. Nowhere on this planet is quite like it. For example, did you know, Pincushion, that the continental fault line lies just beneath us? Because it's your fault that this place is turning into a wreck.
Okay.
Wow. Brow raised. All right, going, but so you just want to gather up all this land for your rock collection? Eggman chuckled. Now, rodent, prepare to die.
I think we skipped a line.
Yeah, you did.
Oh yeah. The rocks, the dirt, anything inside the planet, I can turn into energy. Eggman chuckled. Now, rodent, prepare to die. The egg basilisk slammed forward, screeching against the floor and charging toward Sonic. That's not the noise a basilisk makes.
It's too cute to be bad boy.
Sorry, my puppies are here to improvise.
Sonic scowled.
Here to give commentary.
Sonic scowled, moving away in a burst of speed. Aw, shoot! And I didn't bring my coffin or anything. Maybe next time. The basilisk slithered past the tube, picking up speed as it rounded the corner, then reared up above Sonic. Panels along its side snapped open, revealing an array of laser guns bolted to the machine. Ready? The lasers glowed. Fire! Sonic
That
jumped,
is
backflipping.
so cool.
Inside,
I know.
stepping around the lasers. Well, you're better than your bots at least, he smirked. The tube gave him an idea. He dashed for it, but not by much. The basilisk slammed into the ground, bouncing forward as it screeched toward Sonic in the tube. Not today, Hedgehog! Eggman slammed the control panel. The lasers dropped back into the machine. The basilisk rumbled. Spikes bursted outward, covering the surface like a pufferfish. Sonic hummed. Ooh, that's new. He ran from the basilisk, trying to make distance. He didn't need a plan, he just needed action. The basilisk lurched backward, nearly coiling in on itself. Then, in a burst of momentum, it sprang forward, soaring through the air. Spikes gleamed from the red light below. Sonic sped to Eggman's side, narrowly dodging the basilisk as it landed. He followed along Eggman as the basilisk circled the room. Sonic smirked, shouting over his shoulder, "You think that big caterpillar can catch me? Fat chance, Eggman!" Who said anything about catching you? The point is to... The basilisk's spikes tore into the steel, sending a shower of sparks as it moved. It reared up again and went careening toward Sonic. Crush you! Sonic sped up, not looking on the floor, left by the basilisk's spikes. He shrugged, unimpressed. We'll see about that! He raced towards the glass tube. The basilisk sprang up, rising over Sonic in a grand arc. For a moment, its shadow eclipsed Sonic, soaring nearly silently above him. Then it tilted down. Except Sonic wasn't under it anymore. He had bolted out of the way just as the basilisk had come crashing down. So Eggman's cockpit hit the ground instead, and the moment he sent the basilisk careening into the glass cracked, the tiny line spreading across its surface, and yet it did not shatter. Eggman quickly pulled the basilisk. Don't think you can pull that trick on me, rodent. Sonic skidded across a steel floor as he stopped, surveying the damage that Eggman's basilisk had caused. Smug eyes half-lidded, he grinned. I don't have to. He ran, finding his place at the opposite of the end of the basilisk. You left me an opening! He jumped and spin-dashed, aiming himself at the tube before the basilisk had time to react. The sharp quills of Sonic's spin dash hit the glass, expecting to hear Eggman's angry shout, or maybe the motor finally shutting down. He had prioritized taking down the machines that were destroying the Messery's nature first, so that was all that was left. But that wasn't what happened. Instead, he felt a force slamming against him, forcing him to uncurl, vision blurred as he barely registered the blasts of dark purple smoke escaping through the cracks. The cracks multiplied, flying pieces of glass flying everywhere. Sonic spun in an effort to disperse the energy. He landed with his usual flair, looking up to the massive hole in the glass. The purple smoke dissipated out from underneath him, seeming to vanish into the air. Seeming to. Sonic glanced up at Eggman with his usual smugness. The power source hadn't been what he expected, but it was most likely just a delayed shutdown reaction. Heh! Not so tough without your power, huh, Egg? Sonic cut off with a strangled cry. A sharp pain jolted through his body. His breath went short, his legs giving out and forcing him to the ground. He threw his hands out, skidding across the cold metal floor, stopping his head from slamming against it. His face, his chest, his whole body felt like it was on fire. He was usually so tolerant of pain, but that tolerance was abandoned as he grunted. The burning sensation swarmed through him like biting insects.
Oh my goodness, he doesn't have any rings. Can't protect himself without his rings. Sonic, why do you have any rings?
You just need that single ring.
Exactly.
What was this? What was happening? Sonic wasn't sure. His mind was nothing but a jumbled mess as he struggled to lift his head. Able to do nothing else but give a weak and confused glare to Eggman, the basilisk slowed, coming to a gradual halt. Steam hissed from the cockpit, and the Eggmobile popped off from the head of the snake. It drifted to the ground, and as soon as it got close enough, Eggman scrambled out from it. That's the funny thing about power, Eggman said, dusted off his shoulders, meandering towards Sonic. It can be used for different things. Lord, I love this Eggman voice.
You're doing pretty good.
I love it.
Hey,
Love
that's
it.
pretty good.
Hey, that's pretty good. Sonic went to retort, but all that came out was a loud yelp as the waves of fire burned inside his body. They flared, joined together, bursting through to eat to every corner of his form. Sonic winced, shaking as he tried not to look weak in front of Eggman. He was failing, and he knew it. Something in him was changing, forcing his eyes open, though squinting with his vision. He could see his skin seemed off color. His arms and chest itched, as if fire was trying to escape through them. Suddenly, Sonic realized that he'd felt this before. Dread followed after the familiarity. No! His voice came out weak and pathetic. He felt his bones reacting to the fire. They melted and stretched like taffy. Sonic panted helplessly at both the heat and pain.
Oh, so
his ears twisted
this is
sharply.
after Unleashed, then.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I
Yes,
thought this was like
apparently
in
so.
place of Unleashed.
Yeah, I figured this was taking place during Unleashed or after it.
Mm-hmm.
Because Sonic and Eggman were in space when this was happening.
Yeah, I just
When it
assumed
happened the
that,
first
like,
time.
oh, this is when, like, it was being teased about Werehog Sonic, so, like, this is, like, what they thought was going to happen in the game instead of what actually happened. But then I
Yeah.
remembered this was started on May
Last year.
yeah, May
Last year. And
So, like,
updated 10 days ago.
His ears twisted sharply, with the itchiness in the arms and chest flared. A mass of fur grew out along them, fluffing outwards with the rest of his fur. Desperately, Sonic reached a shaky hand to his other arm, grabbing it and squeezing as hard as he could, as if trying to force the transformation to stop. His attempts were futile, both arms thickening and gaining muscle. He felt claws at the end of his fingers, stressing against the inside of his gloves. His hands expanded, tearing apart the white fabric. Light's blue skin exposed to the harsh air. He bit his bottom lip, trying to hold back another cry. His muzzle was shifting, his teeth growing fangs. The entirety of his mouth felt foreign as it widened and adjusted to the transformation's whim. His torso felt thicker, heavier, and the burning grew strongest there. It was like all of his insides, his organs were moving, changing and burning twice as badly as they tried to find a place in his body. The strength in his legs was the last to go. The feel of being able to carry himself anywhere as he wanted to go vanished. Unlike everything else, it was quick and painless. However, Sonic felt it to be the worst part of the experience. The fire cleared into the more soreness. Sonic's arms slipped out from beneath him. He dropped to the floor in a heap, wisps of black seeping through the edges of his vision, and the coldness of the floor did nothing to ease him. You wanted to know what was so special about a Missouri rodent? Or should I say, mutt? Eggman's boots clicked against the steel floor as he walked. It's the last place on Earth with a pocket of dark Gaia energy. Imagine that. To Sonic, it was like Eggman's voice was miles away. He couldn't think. There was an uncomfortable pounding in his ears that he could shake. He huffed. He pushed himself up into a sitting position and stared silently at his form. His Werehog form, the one he never thought he would see again. Of course, given this was the last pocket, I had to take extra precautions to ensure you got the right dosage. It would have been terrible shame to expose you to it, only to have nothing happen but fair. So I made sure to expose a little more condensed energy than last time.
Eggman's actually making a smart move. Who knew?
Oh,
I know,
yeah,
right?
I know.
Oh
This
my
is
goodness, a
crazy.
scientist with an IQ of 300 making a smart decision? I would hope so.
Sonic's ears flicked at Eggman's words. He glanced up at the doctor, but felt vertigo in the simple movement. Why was it so hard to think? He swallowed, trying to ready a comeback in his head. A growl came out instead, harsh and animalistic. He tried to think of some sort of plan that would stop Eggman and reverse this. Instead, he only felt one emotion. Aggression.
Great.
Wow.
My goodness, this is actually really
That
good.
That was really good.
Holy
That was
This is good.
I'm shook.
I'm sure that will go downhill as soon as the romance comes in.
Oh man.
Yeah. We were able to read the first chapter, and all that really happened was Sonic fighting Eggman, and then the transformation. Not any of the shipping stuff.
I know.
Well,
It's so
but guys,
good. There's so much detail that was put into each.
So
bit.
guys, with that, I am so sorry. I have to leave. Well, actually,
Okay.
I'm more like my. Well, actually, no. Here, are we gonna stop the recording here, or were we gonna keep
I don't
going?
think we're gonna read another second chapter because they're long chapters.
Yeah, it was a very long chapter.
Yeah.
I mean, I could give it a shot at reading. I mean, if you have to
We're
go.
only like 40 minutes in, so we could.
I think, but
we could
I
probably
also
read a
think
second one. But
I also think that's probably a good. That's probably like a good cutoff point, though.
yeah.
Don't want
I
this to
do
be
too.
too long.
I guess so.
So-
yeah.
Hey, saves rendering time in the end.
Yeah. So then so who's going to go first? I'll go first then.
Yeah, you have to leave, so.
Yeah. So I do so you guys should go check out my channel. Link to my channel is in the description, hopefully. And and I
It will
really
be.
and you know and so yeah, I do Vocaloid stuff. I also read fan fiction. Thank you so much, Raltz, for having me on here once again. And I'll see you guys next time. Well, actually, no. Actually, I don't really have to go. I'm just like, my voice is tired, and I want to go hang out in the plush chat because everyone's leaving. But yeah, I'll see you guys. I will see the viewers, everyone, next time.
All right, goodbye.
All right, peace out.
He's also got a PayPal and Twitter at Officer Nebula. Those will be in the description too.
Yeah. You want to go next, Light Dark?
Yeah. So I have a Twitter and I have an Instagram for roller coasters, but I guess it is important to mention because I've actually made a lot of progress on this lately. I'm currently writing a Pokemon fan fiction,
Ooh.
a complete AU one. Like it's pretty much it's all OCs, a brand new region. It takes place in the game canon, and it's actually the plot is almost done. I have a feeling that I'm going to be busy this summer, but I could feel like having the first chapter up at the end of August. So look forward to that sometime in the future.
Hey, maybe we'll read it on this podcast in the future, whenever that gets
Oh
done.
my goodness, that would be that'd be great.
That'd be cool. I'd like that.
Because I was thinking about covering some of our own fan fictions in the future.
Yeah, we have to do that with some. Anyways, I guess I'll go next. Hello everyone, it's your favorite drink here, DrPepperJ23 here. I have a YouTube channel which is linked in the description. I do plushie videos, gaming videos, random reactions that I'm currently doing, and I also am on Twitch now. DrPepperJ23 is also the name, and I am live streaming or not currently. Like I live stream Black Ops 3 or Black Ops 4 or Black Ops 3. Like zombie Easter eggs and stuff. Like I'm currently trying to do the Origins thing. I got some progress in today, so we'll see how that goes. And I do have a Twitter also. It's also in the description, should be anyways. And you can go follow me there to get some hug machines. See what I post every now and then, or retweet because I'll retweet a bunch of Ruby cosplay and also Ruby fan art. I just hit my mic, and I'll see you in the next one.
All right. Me, I've just got a Twitter. You're watching this on my channel unless someone pirated it and put it on somewhere like Pornhub, for whatever reason. Dude, I found whole Game Grumps episodes on Pornhub.
Because they don't
Yes.
have copyright bots. It's a miracle
I
network.
know. It's crazy.
My
But,
favorite porn star, Game Grumps.
Game Grumps. Yeah, the best porn stars.
Exactly.
But yeah,
Ugh.
this is on my channel.
Well,
I have
obviously.
we've got 2 other podcasts that you can listen to. One is a Pokemon fanfic, the other is a wrestling fanfic. I've also got a Pokemon Gaia Nuzlocke playthrough. The playlist is probably on screen during the last 30 seconds, I think. I don't know how long the end card lasts. And I have Twitter, which is also down there. So yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's all of my things that I wanted to say.
Mm.
Be sure to
Yeah,
smash
because
that
this fanfic is
motherfucking
really.
like button on your way out,
Oh,
and
yeah.
be sure to donate to
Mhm.
CookiePig's Patreon whenever he makes one.
And also hit that subscribe button. And also hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell to get notifications. And also, I think in the description also is the Team Plush Banner where me,
Oh, yeah,
Nebula, Cookie Pig, and also LightDark is also in there. You come talk to us in there.
Yeah, all 4 of us are in there. Well, I guess 3 now, but Nebula's there too.
People, please don't be
It's
scared
his
of us.
server.
I mean, yeah, it's his server. Yeah.
So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this this podcast. It's shorter than the last 2, but whatever. You'll live. It's 45 minutes or so. So yeah, hope you all enjoyed it, and we'll see you I guess in the next podcast where we'll do I don't know what kind of genre, or not genre, but franchise. Actually,
we have to go on
comment
Ruby at
if
some
you
point.
want a specific fan fiction read.
Yeah,
Or
like
comment if you want us to read the second chapters of anything we've read.
Oh yeah,
so
or
like
4th chapters if it's the last one.
So like
God. Please
so, like, if you
don't
want to continue reading on it,
reread that one. No,
if-
I'm fine with reading League of Ultimates or this, but not that.
Yeah.
Oh goodness. We need to tackle Ruby at some point. That's a genre
definitely
show
on
we
the
need to tackle.
Yeah,
list.
we do.
Yeah.
If
So,
any of you don't know, a lot of the Team Plush Manor Discord server got started from a anti-Ruby Discord server, so it's kind of in our blood to do Ruby stuff.
Yeah.
yeah, like I mean that's how we all got together pretty much, and
Yeah,
and
that's how we all
also
met.
speaking of Ruby stuff, there's an unreleased an unreleased chapter 3 on my channel right now, chapter 3.5. You can go watch it on my YouTube channel.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay. I think that'll do it for this episode. So yeah, hope you all enjoyed it. See y'all in the next video. Goodbye.
All right.
So, yo.
See ya. I'll see you in the next one.